Do you know that according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, around 7.6 million Americans are unemployed as of September 2025? If you do the math, this is around 1/20th of the American population, which is around 5%. But this 5% people that you meet, this could be your friends, this could be your family, this could be people you know, or this could even be just the strangers on the street that you meet every day. But somewhere along the line, there's also a 5% chance, or a decent chance, somewhere in your life that you yourself could be unemployed. But there is still hope, because even if at one point in your life you might be unemployed, there's still some career options for you to pick from, depending on your background, whether you have a high school degree or a GED or something like that. But looking for you, I'm about to show you this career path that even I myself am looking into, called trade school. And trade jobs, offer a lot of career options that have a wide range of variety. But during this speech, I would like to show you the cost it would take to go into a trade school. I would like to show you what it would take to get into a trade school. And I would like to show you just generally what kind of money you could make doing a trade job or a blue collar type job. And yeah, I just wish to show you what kind of trades and futures are available to maybe a few of you out there. But firstly, let's talk about what kinds of trades there are. There are already a few options, some of you might already know. There's welding, there's HVAC, which is working with AC units, there's electricians, carpenters, plumbers, auto mechanics, machinists, and all sorts of kinds of jobs in this area. I was even searching on the internet just on my own time, and I found out that there are nuclear facility management options that are considered trades. But all of these jobs are mainly for people who want to work with their hands. So if you're more of a physical type person instead of a white collar type person, and you don't want to sit at a computer all day doing mental tasks and mental work, maybe this could be a job for you, because blue collar jobs or trade jobs are generally a type of job where you do a physical activity or work on a physical project and work on something that is physical right in front of you. And so if you're someone who likes that kind of line of work, then maybe this is a job for you. But what kind of costs would it take to get into a trade school? So let's talk about it. Well, according to bestcolleges.com, the average cost to go to trade school is about $15,000. But prices vary based on where you are, the economic availability of your area. If you live in a poorer area, the costs might be cheaper. If you live in a richer area, the costs might be more expensive. It all just depends on where you are. But on average, in the United States, it's about $15,000 per year. But also according to bestcolleges.com, that is about $5,000 less than the average tuition of regular college and a regular education. So already you're saving about 25% of the funding that you would be spending at a regular college. But that's not all of the pros. We see on average, getting a trade certificate or a trade degree of any kind, it would only take about 2 years or less on average. Which means you'd be saving not only 25% based on the college income, but also about half the income over the 4 years. But of course, prices vary per location. But now, let's talk more about how well these jobs pay. Because surely it's not all good, But I can tell you more about it. So blue-collar jobs, on average, according to SoFi.com, pay around $60,000 a year, which is a good average income for one person. It's stable, and it's standard. But in some states like Vermont and Washington and other places around the United States, it can even average to around $70,000 a year. And sometimes these are even base entry pay for when you first start getting into the field, and later on you can get promoted and therefore get better pay. But considering the amount of education needed for these kinds of jobs, considering you only need to go to a trade school for about 2 years, this is quite admirable. You know, you spend half the time less learning, and you spend the time that you would have been learning making money. So, in conclusion, you know, I wanted to tell you all and inform you how good of an option trade school would be as opposed to maybe college education, and I urge you to even look into it. But I showed you all what available trades there are to pursue. I showed you what it would take to kind of pursue them and how much it would pay if you continued to go down that career path. I showed you what kind of money you would make if you decided to do that for a few years. And remember, even I myself am looking into this option. Of course, I'm very grateful that I'm already in college, and my circumstances have lined up that it's just turned out to be better that I go to college instead of trade school for now. But even after that, I'm willing to go to trade school and maybe learn a job there. But of course, my circumstances are different than yours. Our circumstances are not the same. But even so, I urge you to do your research and look into what kind of options would be good for you. You know, maybe you come to the conclusion that college is the best option for you, and that's okay. But if you didn't know about trade school before, now you do. So I urge you to really investigate what options may be best for you. Perhaps it's trade school, perhaps it's not, perhaps it's college, maybe it's some other third option. But either way, thank you for your time.
That was so good. I have a question.